Shoes.
Hey guys, welcome back to
Shoes.
Today we're going to be looking at the brand new Air Jordan 12 in the red metallic colorway. We had a crazy sneakers weekend. If you watched the previous two videos, you realize we hit a bunch of times on sneakers this weekend. Air Jordan 12 was one of the easier ones to get because in the UK in general there's not a bunch of hype if it's not a Jordan 1, a Jordan 4 or Jordan 1 4, or if it's like Jordan 4, Jordan 5s as well. Like, these are the ones that kind of sell out crazy fast, but Jordan 11s, 12s, and sometimes even the 3s and sometimes the 5s, they're a bit more easier to get, although the 5 anthracite was a bit harder to get this time around. But it's a shoe that kind of stayed in the sneakers app for a couple of hours until it was sold out at the end of the day. So it did sell out, but it was a bit easier to get than, say, the Nike X Blazer Sakai's, which was in a Nike X Sakai Blazers, which was a draw. This was just a first come first serve kind of drop. So without further ado, let's look into the shoe. So this is, of course, the Air Jordan 12 in the red metallic colorway. Now, I've never owned a pair of Air Jordan 12s. I've only seen Jordan 1s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and 7s. So, and the 0.02. So this is my first time looking at a number that's double digits actually. So just the Jordan 12, I don't know what if this is like a classic Jordan 12 box, but it kind of gives like a modern kind of vibe to it because they're trying to go for that recyclable cardboard thing going on over here. So of course you've got the cardboard over here. We've got the black Jumpman embossed at the back. I mean, not embossed, just like kind of painted in there. But also it looks super nice. It's a good quality box. Even for Jordan standards, it's like a nice quality box. It's different, which is always nice. You got Jordan here in this kind of orangey red thing. On this side you've got a little Jumpman, not like the big Jumpman here. You got a little Jumpman over here. At the back you've got quality inspired by the GOAT, the greatest player ever, which is MJ. And over here, of course, you've got the sizing. This is a US 10 or a UK 9. And at the bottom, I'm assuming, yep, as always, you've got the trademark, the swooshes, and all the stuff. So you've got that copyright thing on point. So box quality is decent, ain't amazing, but it's like a decent quality box, and it's cool to have something different. So for all the box collectors out there, something nice, something different, something quite cool. It would have been cool. I don't know if this is like most Jordan 12 boxes again, like I said, but it would have been cool if they had, like, because it's the red metallic, it would be cool to have, you know, a metallic kind of vibe going on. But it's fine. We move, we vibe. So let's open it up. And of course you're greeted with, this is the first time I've seen this packaging used in Jordan shoes. It's quite like a khaki caramel kind of vibe going on here, a little bit of pink hue to it as well. And the quality of the paper is super duper nice. The quality of the paper is nice. It's you know, it's just paper. Still can't smell the shoe because of the after effects of the COVIDs, but let's just look at one of these bad boys, pull them out for you guys. Alright, here we have it, the Air Jordan 12 in the red metallic colorway. Now it's quite a funky looking shoe. That the first time whenever I see a Jordan 12, I don't know why, for some reason it kind of reminds me of a horseshoe. Like, I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of a horse. I don't know if it's other people, but it kind of looks like a horse or like a seahorse. Just the way it's designed gives like a horsey kind of vibe. Straight off the bat, if you notice, they gave another pair of laces to go with this. So it's always cool when they add another pair of laces, especially for a shoe that's priced at around 170 pounds, a bit more on the higher end. So you're expecting the material and stuff to be a bit more premium. So yeah, you get a black pair of laces. I think the white ones are quite nice. I feel like the white ones look better on this one, but of course if you want, you have the option to swap right here. You get it in a little cocaine bag like this right here. So super nice that they've gone for another option. I feel like maybe if they went for like red laces would look super duper dope on this, but yeah. So let's just look at the construction of the shoe. So most of the shoe in here is just leather. You got different kinds of leather. So for most of the upper, this kind of like ridge thing going on here, this kind of arc thing that you got over here, it's a nice kind of softer leather. It's a crinkly kind of leather, as I like to call it. And the other is the normal kind of leather that you got going on here. It's a bit more tough, it's a bit more rough, and it's got the kind of like reptile skin vibe to it. I don't know if it's not even reptile skin. reptile slash like an elephant skin, and it kind of feels like that as well. Not that I've touched many elephants or reptiles in my existence, but yeah, it's like a different contrasting leather. This one feels a bit more softer, a bit more premium. This one gives like that kind of reptile vibe. It's a bit hard, but again, decent quality build. Nothing too shabby, but nothing to complain about. So in the tongue, it's that crinkly kind of soft kind of leather thing, because it's actually being birthed, or not birthed, but it's kind of like it's part of this construction on the arc on this side of the shoe. It's quite cool, because like what they've done is that, and I'm assuming this is the same with most Jordan shoes, is that it kind of feels like they've got the reptile looking stuff plastered on this side, and they got it also plastered a little bit on this side. So it's cool that they've got that different kind of things going on here. You know, makes the shoe look a bit, it gives a kind of like cool kind of futuristic vibe, which I think is what they're trying to go for over here. This one, I at first I was like, what is the tongue saying? And it's like, at first I was like, what does 2 stand for? But then if you look at this, it's just 3. I don't know, I personally think it's a bit lame to have the 2-3 over here. I don't know why they just don't do the 23. But yeah, you got a little jump man at the top over here. And because this is the metallic red, they've gone for a similar thing that they went with in the Air Jordan 4 metallic colorways that they came across. You had the actual lacelets, or like, I don't know if it's called laces, but like the lace section, they were the only things that were in the metallic kind of colorway. But what they've done is they've done the lace things in the metallic red, and they've also done this kind of bottom place which says Jumpman on this side and nothing on the other side. You got Jumpman right here in bold in that metallic red colorway. And then of course you've got at the back, it's not metallic but it's still red, to give that red, university red kind of vibe. In terms of what they're using for the top, I think this is just plastic. I don't think it's actually metal. Actually the top kind of feels a bit metally, so it might actually, I don't have a magnet, so I can't really tell if it's metallic, but the top part, it actually might be metallic. It might be metallic or it might be plastic. If at first glance it kind of gives a plastic kind of vibe, but it might be metal. I could be wrong. But this is, of course, this is clearly plastic right here, and plastic over here as well. Would have been cool if this was metallic. Is it metallic? No, it's not. It's definitely not metallic. I'm having like an existential crisis trying to find out if it's metallic or if it's plastic. Just because I ain't familiar, I didn't do design and stuff like that, so I don't know what kind of material they're using. So apologize for the lack of materialistic knowledge. Over here you've got the 23 kind of embossed. Kind of look like a McDonald's order number, not gonna lie, with the font that they've used. And you've got the Jordan here, which is again different writing to the Jordan or Jumpman that they've got over here. So, and you got the thing over here. So in terms of the actual quality and everything you got going on here, the heel area is a nice kind of soft cushioning. I feel like they've got a nice little not suede, but it's like a nice kind of inner premium fabric that's quite softened, and it cushions your ankle support area. So the heel area and all that is super nice, well produced, well premium. Ooh, this is quite cool. The outsole, I completely forgot the outsole. So you got a little Jumpman over here peeking out, which is quite cool. He's he looks like he's just been like crushed or something, like by like a roll, like a steamroller or something. He just kind of sad and crushed in that. But you've got a lot of herringbone traction thing over here, so you got good traction for your basketball needs. And of course you've got this, I don't know what this is, but it kind of gives like a nice little granite kind of vibe at the bottom of the shoe. I really like the outsole, is something that I think is quite dope. A lot of stuff going on, looks quite futuristic. I think the whole vibe of the shoe is to be futuristic. Now some people like this, some people don't. I think this is in terms of the way it's constructed, I feel like this would be an ideal basketball sneaker. I don't really play basketball, but like I'm assuming from the way they kind of look, I think this might be one of MJ's favorite shoes as well, just in terms of like performance and stuff like that. So performance wise, I think, you know, with all the things that you got going on here, it's stylish, it's nice. Performance wise, it's quite nice. But in terms of lifestyle wear, I don't know, me personally, I think this would be quite hard to pull off with anything other than shorts. I mean, you could probably try jeans and trackies and stuff like that, but it's not my kind of vibe. If it's your vibe, then, you know, go for it. It is a nice shoe. It's quite simplistic. It's just a white on a little bit of red kind of Jordan with hints of black on the back and on the top, and of course a little bit at the bottom. But yeah, it's nothing like too crazy. Do you get me? Like, it's nothing that you look at and you're like, whoo. It's a nice kind of simple silhouette. Is quite clean. Is of course, because it's that pure triple white thing going on over here, it's going to be a bit hard to maintain. You're probably going to need to have a shoe cleaner on point, or if you're just wearing this for basketball purposes, I think that would be better, just because it keeps it clean, unless you're playing it outdoors, which it will probably get a bit dirty. In terms of creases, I feel like yeah, I feel like this leather might be prone to creasing, so it might be worth wearing a shoe guard or a sole guard or whatever you got. In terms of the midsole, it's this kind of, it feels like, again, it feels like a soft rubber, but it's well constructed. So in terms of, I wish maybe it would have been cool if the entire shoe, instead of having this reptile looking thing, even though I think it gives like a cool vibe to it, it would be nice to have a complete crinkly, soft kind of leather thing and just make the shoe a bit more premium. I feel like it would be a bit nicer. Like it's cool that they're trying to go for this artistic kind of vibe to it, but I think it would be cool if it was kind of all in general that crinkly leather kind of soft thing over here. And again, of course, you've got the black laces if you wanted. I feel like they should have added red laces to go with the metallic thing, but oh well, it ain't a deal breaker. But yeah, in terms of score out of 10, I'd have to give these guys I think they're a solid 7 out of 10. The construction is nice. It ain't my cup of tea. I prefer Jordan 1s or Jordan 4s and 3s as well. I love like 3s as well, but and 5s. But so anything above that, I'm not really a big fan. Like 6s, 7s, and all that, not crazy on them. And these kind of follow that kind of design. Not same as 6s and 7s, but you know, it's kind of like a horse-looking thing. It's a horse-looking thing in my opinion. But 7 out of 10, solid shoe, solid construction. If you like it, honestly, it is a clean shoe. If you can pull it off, super duper nice. Yeah, pretty decent shoe, and you know, happy to have it in hand. So hope y'all let me know what you guys think. Do you rate the Jordan 12s? Are you big fans of Jordan 12s? Are you not a big fan of Jordan 12s? Because honestly, bias aside of not being a big fan of Jordan 12s and all that stuff, if you just look at it from a speculative point of view, it is a nice shoe. It's good quality and it's quite simple, and you can it's very wearable with a lot of different things. Just what shorts and what pants you use, I don't know how you could pull that off with what kind of pants and stuff, but yeah, decent shoe. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. We got Yeezy Day coming up tomorrow. Let us pray that we get some W's. It's happening right now in the US, so let's pray in the EU and China and all the peeps in these regions. I hope that we can get a good few W's, because from what it's looking like in the States at this point in time, it's about 4 o'clock in the UK. It's still early in the US, but I'm seeing just a bunch of L's, and it's really hard to copy. I think that the actual amount that they have of shoe stock is not that high, so we're hoping maybe a bit more shoe stock and a bit more luck tomorrow. So I'll see you on the next one, and have a great day, y'all. Peace.
Let's go.